Hey, what's going on, Radiant students? It's your boy, Daniel Stenger, aka your boy, Danny Stang, bringing you day 5 of Radiant Students Quarantined. Guys, I know that we're living in unprecedented times where you guys aren't in school, and the restaurants are closed, and the gym is closed, and you're not really supposed to hang out with large groups of friends or anything like that. And I know in this time, it's so easy for us to disengage, for us to kind of check out spiritually, and to spend all of this time laying in bed, playing video games, and binging Netflix and all of that stuff. And I just want to say that there is a time to do that, and it's okay to rest and everything like that. But right now, we as believers have a real opportunity to show up in faith in this pandemic. And you see, if you look all around us, whether it's on social media or the news or maybe your some of your friends or family, we are living in a world that is crippled by fear. And you see, as believers, we have an opportunity to decide if we're going to respond also in fear or if we're going to respond in faith. And you see, we're going to read out of Psalm 16, verses 8 and 9. And this is a psalm that King David wrote about fear in a time that he had every reason to be afraid. Let's look and see what he says. And I'm going to read out of the Passion Translation. Verse 8 says this. He says, "For because you are close to me and always available, my confidence will never be shaken. For I experience your presence in every moment. My heart and my soul explode with joy, full of your glory. Even my body will rest in confidence and security." And you guys see, we take this word today to know that even when we have to physically quarantine ourselves from other people, guys, you are not alone. Even David knew in a time when everyone was afraid, when he didn't know how he was going to make it out alive, that God was in control. And you see, the same thing is true today. God wasn't caught off guard by this pandemic, right? He wasn't surprised by this virus. And I promise you, God is certainly not afraid. You know, nothing bad comes from the Lord, but what he does is he uses these horrible situations always for his glory. And we see all across the world testimonies of how God is moving in the church, how he's moving in the body of Christ, and how really people are coming together in unity in this troubling time. And so I want to encourage you with this. You see, it's in these times when we have to isolate ourselves physically that the enemy tries to isolate us spiritually, because he knows that if he can get us disconnected from other believers in the body of Christ, that he has won, right? Because we're a lot weaker by ourselves than we are together. So I want to encourage you guys, stay connected, right? Start a group thread with your friends from youth group and stay connected with them. Offer up prayer requests, pray for each other, hang out in groups that are smaller than 10, be wise and smart about that, but do not allow yourself to become isolated from the community of believers that is around you. And also, I want you guys to join in to some of the prayer meetings that Radiant is doing from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And I know some of you guys are like, bro, I get to sleep in. I'm not waking up at 8 a.m. And I just want to say, I'm with you. I know what that's like, but all of the videos are going to be archived on the Radiant Facebook page. So go and check them out. Start your day in prayer and worship. And I promise you guys that you will begin to see how God is using these troubling times for his glory. He always does. You guys are not alone. Us as leaders, we're here for you guys. We want to stay connected. Shoot us a text, a prayer request when it's safe to get together. I can't wait for some of the events that we have coming up. But I just want to say, I miss you guys. I love you guys. We're all praying for you. And I know that God is using this time to bring some awesome testimonies from his believers and from the kingdom. So again, stay connected, keep the faith, don't live in fear. Everything's going to be okay. God is in control and he's with you. All right, that's all for me. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.